guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and happy Valentine's Day in advance to all of you. I know that February is a very short month, and before you know, it's going to be Valentine's Day and you're going to try to find the clothes, the perfume, the accessories and the makeup, and that's where I come in because I can help you with your makeup. Now for Valentine's Day, you can have two options. You can try to look pretty and romantic, like the look that I'm wearing today with this beautiful flower band that I got at Ulta, and I'll leave all the information down below. And you can also look fierce and sexy and smoked out look. So I'm going to do both, but I'm starting with the natural, pretty, romantic makeup. So this is how it looks like. I really hope you guys like this look, and if you do, please keep on watching for the full tutorial. Alright, so I'm starting with a bare face, and I'm going to start by using a toning lotion. I'm using my Extra the Pivot Velour. This is a toning lotion with velvet honey extract from Dior. And I'm just going to go over my face to get any makeup residue, any oiliness, anything like that out of my face. Alright, now I'm going to prime my face with my Hourglass number 28 serum. And this is specifically great in the winter time or if you have dry skin. If you don't have dry skin, I will go for the Bale instead. I'm just going to apply one pump all over my face and spread it with my fingers. Now, one of the things that you really want to aim for is to have a glowy, beautiful, youthful skin. So that is number one, achieved by taking care of your own skin, and number two, by adding a little bit of luminosity to your foundation. For my foundation, I'm going to be using my Studio Sculpt, and I match the color NC35 in case anybody's interested. And I'm also going to use High Beam from Benefit, and I'm going to mix both together. The way that I do that is by adding a drop or about so in the back of my hand, and then I'll come with High Beam and I would just add about 3 brushes of this travel size. So I'll show you about this amount of High Beam, and then I'm going to mix both together. Make sure that you're mixing it in the back of your hand. Then you're going to go all over your skin, and I'm just placing the foundation because I'm going to use my beauty blender. Now, one thing that you want to do with your beauty blender is, first of all, soak it in water. I use regular damp water. Once you have soaked your beauty blender, I'm going to add something that I just recently discovered. This is a facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. This is how it looks like. It is actually one of my recent discoveries, and it's amazing. It is a great facial spray and also a set makeup. But I use it on my beauty blender because it has water roses, and it's just amazing. It just gives you that beautiful glowy skin as well. So I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend my foundation in. You can use those 2 tricks that I just gave you every single day for a glowy, summery, beautiful, youthful skin. But remember that everything starts with taking care of your skin. Now we want to set that foundation, and for that I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I use Medium Plus, which is my match. I'm going to use my beauty blender as well. I'm just going to grab a little bit of that product and I'm just going to dab it very lightly. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'm using Maybelline Brow Precise in Blonde. Alright, so I have done my eyebrows, and I am skipping this part because it really takes away a lot of time. And there's already a full tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, so you can go check that out. I'll leave the information down below. So you want your eyeshadows to not crease and last on your eyes. So I'm going to be using my Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base from NARS. This is the one. And I'm going to just apply a good coat on my lids, all over my lids. I usually just spread it out with my fingers. Alright, aside of that, I'm going to use a color base, and this is by NYX. This is a jumbo eye pencil in color lavender. You can use any other base that you have. I just like this one because it's very easy to apply, and it will give me this pinky lavendery color. If you have anything that's pink or lavender, that will work just fine. I'm just dabbing the color with my finger to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Now for this look, I'm going to start off by using my Too Faced Romantic Eye Palette. This is how it looks like, and this is what it has inside. And I'm going to be using this pink color called Bouquet Toss. It's just a very beautiful, soft, matte pink. I'm going to apply that all over my lower lid. Alright, now I'm going to go with a fluffy blending brush. This is a Diffuse Crease E38 from Sigma. And I'm going to grab this color over here. It's called Honeymoon, or a medium, a shimmery lavender, I'll say. And I'm going to use that all along my crease. Just go back and forth with it. As you can see, this lavender shade has a lot of pigmentation, so go easy on it and make sure that you're blending in very, very nicely so there's no harsh lines at all. I tried to look for a color that would do the same effect that I was aiming for, and I didn't find something like it, so I'm going to use a blush. This is a Clinique Cheek Pop in color Plum Pup, sorry. It's a bright pink. I guess you could use anything that you have in this shade. I just wanted to make sure that I would have the effect that I want. And I'm going to grab the same blending brush and I'm going to just dab a little bit of that color, and I'm going to place it on the outer side of my lid. So make sure that you're placing it on the outer side. What this is going to do is just warm up a little bit the eye and bring a little bit more of pink pop into the eye. Just make sure that you're dabbing it and then blending it into the crease. Now, you don't want to come all the way. You just want a little bit of color on the outer side of your lower lid and a little bit of color and warmth into your crease. I want to add a little bit of gold into this eyeshadow makeup. So I found the perfect color. This is Creme Brulee from the chocolate palette from Too Faced, the regular one, the first one that they came with. I'm going to grab it just a tiny bit and I'm going to add that in the inner side of, it's not the tear dot, it's just the inner side of the lid. For the tear dot area, I'm going to use a pigment, so just bear with me on this one. I'm just adding a little bit of warmth here. So I'm just adding that to the inner side. I'm using a detail brush here. Right, it's just a tiny touch. You don't really need a lot. Now for highlighting my brow bone and my tear dot area, I'm going to be using MAC pigment in Vanilla. I'm going to use a small detail brush and I'm going to come right on my tear dot area. Now with an angle brush, I'm going to highlight my brow bone with Vanilla as well. Now I'm going to conceal before actually going into my lower lash line. I'm using Pro Longwear Concealer and I'm going to just add a little bit of this. My Real Techniques setting brush. I use this all the time for my concealer. I'm just coming in like so. I'm going to come back with my beauty blender and just finish it up. And again, I'm going to set it up with my Mineralized Skin Finish just to make sure that it doesn't crease on you, because it really can crease on you if you're going to be wearing it all day. Now for this look, I'm not going to use liquid liner. I'm actually going to smudge a little bit of black pencil. But the pencil that I'm going to be using is the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips Custom Eye Enhancement. This actually came in one of the trios that they have for the green eyes. And the reason why I'm using this is because outside of black, it has shimmer to it. So whenever you smudge it, it actually comes very nicely. So I'm going to line my eyes with this. I'm not going to line them way heavily, just on reaching on the lashes. That's all you want to do. I'm going to reach up to the lashes and try to get right between them. And then try not to go all the way into your eye. I'm going to do this eye first so you can actually see. Then I'm going to get, this is from IT Cosmetics. It is an angle brush and I'm starting to smudge that. I'm just trying to make it even and make it look like you're actually wearing some liner. Now the trick here is to actually smudge it. So you kind of have to work your way in. Try not to go too bold. You don't want to go bold. And then clean your brush as you go, so that way you don't have a very bold line, but a smudged one. That's what I usually like to do. So I'll leave it there for now. And to actually smudge even better my liner, I'm going to use I Do, which is this color here, mixed up with Unveil. So just a tiny bit of that. And I'm going to come right with a smudger brush. And I'm going to use that on top of the color that I just used to smudge that line. I'm going to use a little bit of Cut the Cake, which was the lavender color. And I'm going to go underneath my lower lash line. That's the color that I'm going to use for my lower lash line. And I'm using this smudger brush. Alright, so that's pretty much for the eyes. Now all I'm going to do is curl up my lashes, put on mascara, and put on some falsies, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have came back, and this is the final look, at least the eye look. Now I'm missing just a little bit of contouring. I always like to contour to give some shape and do my lips. So I'm going to start off by bronzing a little bit. I'm using my Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Tan and my 53 Pro Full Coverage Airbrush from Sephora. This is a great brush. I think this is a great brush, and I'm just going to go on the sides, then to the temples and my hairline, just to give that nice look. A little bit on my jawline. Now I'm going to contour a little bit more, and I'm going to use my Anastasia kit. And this is my 75 brush from Sephora. This is the Pro Angled Contour. I'm going to use the one in the center because it's a little bit of a colder color, and I already have added some warmth. So I'm going to come right here and do a little bit of heavier contour. I just want to highlight the hollows of my cheeks over there, make them pop. With a bigger angle brush, I'm going to use the same color, and I'm going to come in the sides of my nose, to the sides of my nose, and to the tip of my nose as well. I'm going to blend. Now I want to show you and why I haven't really blended that much, because this is a new blender for contour. This is the Sephora Pro Contour Blender, and it's a very stiff brush that you just go over with, and it blends your contour for you. It is amazing, and I'm sorry that I'm not speaking. It is amazing because I spent so much time blending my contour. This baby does it for you. Alright, now for blush, I'm going to use the same color that we used, the Clinique Cheek Pop in Plum Pup. I'm going to grab my Cheek Beautiful blush brush from Terreal Techniques, and I'm just going to give a tiny wash of colors to the apples of my cheeks. So smile. Another important trick is to add a little bit of color in your chin so it looks like you are naturally blushed and not so fake. Now for highlight, I'm going to be using my Ambient Diffused Light from Hourglass. And I'm going to use my highlighter, small highlighter brush. I'm going to use this on the tops of my cheeks. And I'm not using anything too heavy on shine because I want this to look pretty natural, girls. I don't want this to look like you're attending to a ball or kind of, you know, you just want to look natural. I'm also going to add this color underneath my eye area to make that youthful pop look. Can you see the difference between this eye and this eye? It immediately lifts so much of you. It is amazing. I'm going to use a little bit on the bridge of my nose, and I'm going with my finger to grab a little bit and just add a nice drop in the center and the tip of it and blend it. Alright, now for the lips, I'm going to use something very, very nude. I'm going to be using my, this is Rimmel in Addiction. I'm going to line my lips with this. And after that, I'm going to use my MAC in On the Scene. This came in one of the holiday collections. I don't know if they still carry it, but if not, just try to find something that is nude and peachy, or peachy and nude, kind of in the pink side, if that makes sense. If I make any sense. And then I'm just going to add this on the top of my lips. But a lip pumper will also be a great idea, girls. So this is the final look. I'm going to just add a shiny little bit of color here. So from the same palette that I used, I'm going to use Soulmates, and I'm going to add a tiny bit in the tip of my mouth. Oh, I can't talk. And that's going to make my lips juicier. It's just a highlighting tip for your lips as well. So this is the final look. Let me give you guys a close-up. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by if you're still watching this long video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.